No time to think of consequences. Control yourself. Take only what you need from it. A family of trees wanted to be haunted.
He really did pull in 3 tubes today. He didn't make it out, I give him the credit, but there's one he's lost too. I was driving the ski behind and he was so behind, and I know he was gonna go for it because he's a half rider. And he went for it, and I know he's gonna eat shit, so I positioned myself just in the place where I was right there to rescue him in the white water. And all I see in his board coming out, and he's nowhere to find, and all white water around me, and I was like, oh my god. Honestly, I thought he died. He was gone for so long. I was looking at Vitor, my friend, the lifeguard, and we didn't see him. And about 150 meters from where he actually should bump up, he just bumped up. So he had probably his worst wipeout in his life, his worst wipeout I ever imagined. I had a couple of wipeouts there, like 15 foot, doing the same thing what he did, but he was done for so long, and I'm like really stoked he survived this. And the longest hold down I ever seen anybody done and experienced in hammerheads. After six years towing there, getting big wipeouts, seeing everybody towing there, but this was the one I really worried. I thought he died because he never bumped up the way everybody usually come up in that place where I wasn't waiting for him. I was actually really worried about it, because I was like, I'm way in the white water. I hope he's not gonna hit the jet ski in the bottom, you know, when he comes up, because I was right there and he never showed up. Only 150 meters down the line. It's just something he will never forget this day, probably. And I will never forget. I don't know what else to say. Tiago is pretty much done today something, like proved it, you know. After so many volcanoes, you can still deal with the whole down, you know. And if you are a tube rider, a rider like myself, you gotta deal with the wipeouts, and the consequences are pretty heavy, especially in hammerheads. Left tube is, you know, nobody died there yet, but all of us, I think, I pretty much can talk about all the guys I know. We had close to that experience in that place. So he survived it, he went for it, and you can guys watch it, you know. We have the proof, you know. Closed on him, but he went for it.